Laurie.
Well, hi everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today? Are you having a good summer? Do you love summertime? Yeah, me too. Well, do you like reading? Me too. Well, you know what? When I was your age, I loved to read and I also loved to draw. Who likes to draw? Lots of you do. And I liked to make up stories. Does anybody like to make up stories? Yeah. I didn't think that I could do it for my job, but now I'm really lucky that it's my job. So it's a lot of hard work, but it's still a lot of fun. And one of the fun parts is that I get to come to places like this and read my books to kids like you guys. So thanks for showing up today. So I thought I would read a couple of my books to you. It's grass growing. Yes, it's called We Are Growing. Have you ever read a story about grass growing before?
Yes.
You have?
I love that book.
Come on in. Well, so yeah, this is about 8 blades of grass. And maybe this is going to make you look at your lawn differently now after you read this. I always like taking objects and putting faces on them and turning them into characters. That's what I seem to do a lot. I have a book about teeth. They go to school to learn how to take care of themselves. In a minute, we're going to read a little bit about Arnie the Donut. Has anybody seen this book before? That's funny. So this book, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Do you guys know who Elephant and Piggie are? I have a feeling that you might. There's a whole rack of Elephant and Piggie books over there. Can you see them in the corner here? So Elephant and Piggie are these guys. They're in my book. Actually, I'm kind of in their book. These guys, right?
Yeah.
So Mo Willems is the author of Elephant and Piggie, and he's the illustrator too. Well, he wants to make some different types of books, so he's not going to make any more Elephant and Piggie books. I always hate breaking that to everybody. It makes them not like me right away. But don't worry, he's going to make a lot of other great books, and there's 25 Elephant and Piggie books, so that'll keep you busy for a while. Yes, so you better get busy. All right, well, so he wanted other authors and illustrators to make books for Elephant and Piggie to read. And so that's what this series is called, Elephant and Piggie Like Reading. So a lot of different authors and illustrators are going to write books for Elephant and Piggie to read. So they'll make an appearance at the beginning and the end of each book. And that's what they're doing here in my book. So we're going to talk about that. Also, what's this right here?
A lawnmower.
A lawnmower. Are you guys good at making lawnmower sounds, do you think? Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to help me. Actually, let's practice. So, what if there were a lawnmower way in the distance? What would it sound like if it was pretty far away? So it's pretty quiet, right? Can I hear that? All right, good. What if it's coming closer and it's maybe right outside the store? It would be louder, right? So what is that like? Good. Well, what if it came right, I don't know if it's a door, but it comes right through here, and it's right by us now. What does it sound like? All right. Well, I will let you know when it's time to do that, okay? Because you're going to be a big part of the story. All right. Well, we'll find out what happens. So there's these 8 blades of grass. Well, it starts out with Elephant and Piggie. And Elephant says, Piggie, look at this book, at this new book. It is as exciting as watching grass grow. Whoops. Because it is watching grass grow. And Piggie says, exciting, let's read it. So you can see the blades of grass down here at the bottom. And they're looking up at all these words on this page that we don't really normally read, but this one down here says, you have a new friend. And he's talking about this little bug that's coming into the picture. And this one is looking up at all those words that we don't have to read and says, those words look so nice and neat. And we might learn a little something about him later. But so here they are, 8 blades of grass, and all of a sudden, boing! And this one says, what was that? Let's see what happens. I I think I just grew. Look! One of them gets out a ruler to see. It's very exciting for them. This one says, wow! They probably don't have a lot going on during the day normally, so it's very exciting. You did grow! Look at that! They're very excited, aren't they? Let's see. Now, he's all proud of himself. He says, I just grew all by myself. Cool, huh? He's kind of bragging, isn't he? To her. He says, I know. I made it look easy. Does she look thrilled?
No.
She's yawning, isn't she? Something's going on with this guy. He's reading.
I
But
know
can you
what's
see
going to
his face?
happen.
You think you know what's going to happen?
He's going to pop over.
But so here he's continuing bragging. He says, but growing is hard work. Then all of a sudden, what's that sound? Ping! Hey! I just grew! He's all excited. She's excited for him. Does he look excited?
No.
No, he's kind of mad because he took all the attention away from him. And look here. You guys want to read these words with me if you can? Bam! Whee! Zap! Beep! Make a funny sound. What do you think's going on?
You're all growing.
You think so, huh? Well, let's see. Oh, you are right. We are all growing. They're so excited. And this one notices, you are growing tall. I think that was the first one that started growing. And he didn't even notice. He looks up. I am the tallest. He is the tallest. Wow. You are growing curly, this one says to her. I am the curliest. Oh, and look here now, there's two bugs they like that piece of grass for some reason. And she turns back to him and says, you are growing silly. He says, I am the silliest. He's got silly faces. Do you guys have silly faces? Let me see. Do you have any silly faces? Oh my goodness. You guys might be the silliest.
You can
Oh, that's the silliest for sure. You want to show everybody? Show everybody? You're not stuck that way now, are you? Oh no. Okay. So let's see about these two. Can you see that they're twins? They say, we are pointy. We are the pointiest. And down here, the bug says to her, you are crunchy. She says, I am the crunchiest. She's not too happy about that because they keep jumping on her. Okay, what's going on here? This guy, he's going,
He's a dandelion.
pop! I am the dandiest. Dandy means he's kind of fancy, but in his case, it means you are a dandelion, a weed. He says, I have been called worse. He doesn't mind being a dandelion. Well, they all turn down to this guy on the end. His name's Walt. And they say, so, what are you, Walt? Because he hasn't said anything yet. He says, me? Well, I am not the tallest,
He's the
or the
shortest.
curliest, or the silliest, or the pointiest, or the crunchiest, or the dandiest.
He's the shortest.
What am I? He doesn't seem to know. Oh my gosh, he looks a little worried, doesn't he?
I think he's the shortest.
You think? We'll find out. I do not know what I am. Oh, poor Walt. Thud! He falls right over. He's the giantest? Well, we'll see. And his nice friends say to him, it is okay. We will help you. That's some nice friends. They're going to try to help him figure out what he is. And so the crunchy one looks at him, and she's studying him, and she says, I know. You are. She looks at him. Never mind. She couldn't think of anything. Curly one says, hey. He says, yes. She says, no, maybe not. She couldn't think of anything either. He says, grr, let me think. Well, did you notice what's coming in the distance here?
A lawnmower.
A lawnmower, yes. So can we hear that really quiet lawnmower sound again? Because it's coming in. And here it's getting closer. What do you do now? Okay. Now this whole next page, do you think it can make a pretty loud lawnmower sound the whole time I'm reading?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You think you could do it?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Here we go. I want to hear the lawnmower. So, what are you? Hurry up, Walt. Tell us. Come on. Think, Walt, think. You can do it. Now I need the loudest lawnmower. Look at that. Oh my gosh, keep it going, keep it going. And now it's starting to go away. Yeah. And look at them. Oh, and look at what I've hidden right there
The
on the shoe.
pigeon.
The pigeon. You've seen that before, yeah. From Mo Willems, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus.
I love that one.
So look at the lawnmower went away, and here's what they're left looking like now. Oh no! Eek! What a mess! Oh, I am not the curliest anymore. Look at her hold her little curly top here. This one says, I am not the tallest anymore. And this one says, that's dandy, we are not the anythingest anymore. Oh.
That's not a word.
You don't think it's a word? Worry, you will grow again. They didn't know that. We will? Yay! We will grow again. Grow, grow, grow. They're so excited. They didn't know that. And look, there's Walt. It's kind of hard to tell now. They all look the same. He says, before we grow, let's clean this place up. Hey, I think I know what I am. I am neat. You are neat, they say? You are neat. You are so neat. You are the what? Neatest. He says, I am the neatest. He says, we are all the somethingest. Is that a real word?
No.
And look, he's so neat that he even raked up the page numbers here. It's probably hard to see, but he's so neat. And Elephant and Piggie wrap it up at the end. They think the book is funny. He says, I love to read. Me too. Do you know what that makes us? He says, we are the readiest. Is that a real word? No. All right. Well, so in this book, it just won. You know who Dr. Seuss is?
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss, there's an award named after him, and it's called the Theodor Seuss Geisel Award. His real name was Theodor Geisel. And this book just won the Theodor Seuss Geisel Award, so that's why it has this